July is a very special month in Greater West Bloomfield because it's National Parks and Recreation Month. In fact, it's the 40th anniversary of Parks and Recreation Month, where we celebrate park and recreation professionals and how they improve the lives of communities across the country. Of course, that means our very own West Bloomfield Parks is celebrating in style. Here to tell us more is West Bloomfield Parks Executive Director Kelly Hyer. Kelly, thank you so much for joining us today.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Great to see you. Great to see you outside. A lovely day out. Really enjoying the summer. First and foremost, happy Parks and Recreation Month. How is West Bloomfield Parks celebrating this year?
Thank you for that. Well, we have taken the time the last couple years to celebrate Parks and Recreation Month and really celebrate, of course, on our social media. But the new thing that we've been focusing on is Parks and Recreation Professionals Day, which is in a couple weeks, and it takes just a little creativity to bring some fun to our seasonal and our full-time, part-time staff's days. So this year we have planned a hydration station themed with some fun drinks that'll be served up at Lily Pad Springs, Connect, Rack, Marshbank Park, and Drake Sports Park, our main locations throughout the summer.
Wow, all of that sounds amazing. How did this event come together, and how did you guys decide to put something like this together?
Well, the tough thing is when we're celebrating in July, which is an appropriate month to celebrate across the nation, is in Michigan, we've got long days, and our summer programming is going super strong. So all of our locations and all of our programs are in full-blown effect. So how do you work in having a little fun and rewarding staff while they're working? So the last couple of years, we've tried to get creative and what can we do to provide a short lunch or an added break to people's days and still get the work done, because our residents still want quality services every day for the month of July, of course. So last year we did some ice cream floats. This year we're going with the hydration station theme, and which is appropriate because we're now entering into a couple weeks of 80-degree days, it looks like in the forecast, Jake.
That's absolutely right. I mean, I was just on vacation recently. The summer heat is no joke. Very important to stay hydrated. And this summer, there's already been some great things with West Bloomfield Parks. There's going to be plenty more things throughout the rest of the summer. How are you encouraging the community to get involved and appreciate the value of local parks and recreation services?
Well, we use a tagline frequently that there's something for everyone here. So if you were looking for some more passive recreation, I'm here right at Marshbank Park. You can see behind me, you can hop on the walking trail, which will be under construction shortly, starting in August, by the way. We're replacing a portion of our walking path. But you can hop on the nature preserve trails, you can hop on the West Bloomfield Trail. We've got trails at Drake Sports Park and Pine Lake. So lots of passive recreation, but if you're looking for more social opportunity, of course, check out our Marshbank Park music series that's launching this Wednesday. So we have live concert in the parks for the Wednesdays in July. But if you want some water fun, we've got some kayaking programs, perhaps that might interest you, to Lily Pad Springs, of course, our splash packs, so Splash Park. So there's something for everyone here at West Bloomfield Parks. It's just a matter of what you desire and how social you want to be.
That's right. Something for everyone, and everything is available to help make this summer the best it can possibly be. Now, we've talked about how this is providing so much fun for everybody, but how do West Bloomfield Parks contribute to the health and wellness of the community all year round?
Well, we could talk about your mental health, or we can talk about your physical health. So the physical health is a little bit more obvious. So I talked about a little bit of passive recreation, but also you can get into a league or something more cardio or active. So we've got our pickleball programs, we've got our softball. Soon we'll be doing fall registration for our fall softball leagues. And then of course, we've got our group fitness. So everything from, if you are low mobility, you want something high cardio, check out our recreation offerings. We've had instructors teaching for us for over 20 years, and we've got a great array of group fitness opportunities. And then let's talk about your mental health. And again, this can be something where you just need to get outdoors, breathe the fresh air, be surrounded with nature. And for example, studies show that just a view of water increases your happiness level. That statistics and data is out there that supports that. To hearing peaceful sounds of nature. And so we've got so many options here. And then of course, the social aspect. So again, if you can't be in the humidity or the heat, or you're worried about the elements, come check out what we have indoor at the Recreation Activity Center, at our nature room, or even at Connect, our senior center, off of Farmington and 14.
So many great things on display all throughout Greater West Bloomfield. For those just joining us right now on the Splash Live, I'm talking with West Bloomfield Parks Executive Director Kelly Hyer, talking about how July is National Parks and Recreation Month and how West Bloomfield Parks is celebrating the month in style and showing all of their appreciation to the community. Now, Kelly, a lot of people throughout Greater West Bloomfield have been to at least one of the many parks throughout here. But what would you say to someone who hasn't explored West Bloomfield Parks before, and why is now the perfect time?
Well, typically in July, the weather is very conducive to outdoor recreation, and the daylight stays nice and light to later on into the evening. So I'm here at Marshbank Park. We've got a great walking trail. We've got access to Cass Lake, our fishing pier, as well as our kayak. I'm on the playground right now. You can hear some kids just showed up. And this is one of our many playgrounds that we have in our park system to maybe get out to Drake Sports Park. Drake Sports Park's on the other end of the township, and that offers a lot of sport amenities. And we've got a brand new playground there. And then I would say people need to check out the West Bloomfield Trail because that is so unique. That is a Great Lake to Lake Trail, Route 1, that goes from Lake Huron to Lake Michigan, and we own 7 miles of it, and it will get you not only some great cardio, whether you're walking, biking, but you can get great views of nature, and you're going to meet some really great people around the way.
All great spots you just mentioned, Kelly. I've been to each of them several times, and they absolutely provide everything that you just said that they do. Now, the community plays a big role into everything that West Bloomfield Parks does. How has community feedback shaped what you guys put your efforts in to helping to make Greater West Bloomfield as amazing as it could possibly be?
I've got to say, Jake, that our residents are some of the most open, and they give great suggestions, and they're so supportive. So starting back with our master planning and our bond proposal, we are supported by residents not only through our 4 millages, but also with this bond proposal to do some really great things for our park system to set us up for the next 50 years. But anything from a simple phone call, like, hey, there's a tree down in the preserve, to, well, hey, have you guys ever thought about this program? I mean, West Bloomfield residents are not shy about sharing ideas, but oftentimes they're great ideas and we can respond to them. And we've been able to implement some really quality changes to make sure that our experiences are, we're delivering the experiences that we should be delivering. And it is thanks to the residents being a part of this process too.
That's right. The residents play such a big role in everything. And how can the residents stay informed about everything West Bloomfield Parks has planned, both for throughout the month of July and beyond?
Great question. So we have a weekly email blast that our marketing team puts out. This is like the top 5 things that you need to know in West Bloomfield each week. It's a really great tool to stay connected. And it will also put building closures, we'll put in there park closures, capital improvement updates. So if you aren't signed up for that, you need to sign up for the weekly buzz right now. That's on our website. See us at an event. We always have an information booth on our bigger events. And this is where you can come talk to a staff member. Like maybe it's an issue that you have or a concern you have. You just want to get more involved. You want to volunteer with us. We have a lot of quality staff that can answer all of your questions at our events. And then, of course, social media. You watch our Instagram page, our Facebook page. We are always active with our social pages and make sure that we're highlighting not only the events in the past that have happened, but then also getting people excited for what's upcoming.
All great ways to stay informed. Kelly, before we let you go, is there any final words that you'd like to say about West Bloomfield or about Parks and Recreation Month and anything you want to say to the community?
I would say thank you to our residents for supporting us, but then thank you to staff. We have the most hardworking, innovative, creative, dedicated, enthusiastic, and just caring Parks team. And it doesn't matter if you're at camp or if you're at lily pad, you're getting waited on the front desk, you're getting picked up by a bus driver. I've never worked in anywhere else that has a more committed team than here at West Bloomfield Parks. So if you're listening and you work for West Bloomfield Parks, thank you. Thank you for joining us, this team. We're not only do we have 40 full-time, part-time, round the year people, but then we are joined by 50 seasonals throughout the summertime, and we couldn't do it without you.
Such high praise. And all of that hard work is made possible by every single member of the West Bloomfield Parks team, including you, Kelly. Thank you so much for everything you do, and thank you for joining us today here on The Splash Live.
Thanks for having me.